So I've been doing some thinking, and I think I've come to the conclusion that if you don't like trans people, or you hate trans people, and like we're all mentally ill and super loud and liberal, and we spearhead our lives with pink, white, and blue. I'm the one to meet because I would like to try and spread awareness that like not everyone's the same, and yeah, you can't just like marginalize a group of people simply because of one person, and everyone's doing it, left, right, blue, red, doesn't matter. Everybody wants to point fingers, but nobody wants to try and sit down and like understand anyone. This comes from um, an IOP session that I had where in our group I met a man, a good old boy from Little Rock, Arkansas, very much not, with this, right? Um, and he even told me that. He's like, I don't subscribe to that. He was very polite, but he let me know. He's like, I don't subscribe to that. And over the next few sessions, we developed quite an understanding relationship, and he was able to respect me and I was able to respect him even with our completely separate views. And if we could apply that on a massive scale globally, I think we'd have a lot less fucking problems as a nation, as humans. Sit down and fucking talk. Just because we look different, just because we have different ideas, doesn't mean that we don't have the same fucking feelings. Respectfully. Everybody hurts, everybody struggles, and I think if people were more aware of the fact that, like, the good old boy in Mobile, Alabama also struggles with depression just like people like me, there are common threads that you can string together and form relationships, different understandings and things like that. And I'm certainly not forcing anybody to do anything. You don't have to call me anything that you don't fucking want to. I don't care because I know who I am. I guess overall what I'm saying is if people sat down and try and talk and understand a little bit more, I think the world would be a better place. So from this point on, I would like to start like an AMA, ask me anything. Whether you think it's rude, disrespectful, whatever. If you have questions, I would be more than willing to answer them because unfortunately the public at large is severely lacking understanding and education in what HRT, hormone treatment therapy, transitioning actually is, especially when it comes to the shit with minors. Like, a lot of people really don't fucking get that. Y'all think kids are getting mutilated at school and parents are pumping their fucking 10-year-olds full of testosterone or estrogen, and it's not like that at all because I wouldn't fucking approve of it being that way. So, ask me fucking anything. Alien.